शान्तिमृन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरे प्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थेषुभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्म हृदय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहेतुकी। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 3, verse number 30. So this is spoken by Srimati Devaki Devi to Sri Krishna after he appeared in the prison house, and we read the 4 verses in which he was speaking about his Aishwarya, his position as the controller, and then she said that people should not know that, especially this Kamsa, Papa Ma Vidyan Janmate Maya, so that you have taken birth from me. And I am very much disturbed by this, that if he comes to know, then he will come to kill you. And now in the next verse, she prays to him to unmanifest his 400 form. So any question on previous slokas? So he says, Upsamhara Vishwatman Adho Rupam Malaukikam शंख चक्र गदा पद्म श्रियाजुष्टम चतुर्भुजम. So हे विश्वात्मन अधः अलौकिकम रूपम उपसंहर. That O Vishwatma, who is the Atma of the whole universe, who supports the whole universe, please unmanifest this form, this alaukik rupa. Which one is this alaukik rupa? That is described in the second line. Shankha Chakra Gada Padma Shriyajishtam Chaturbhujam. So this four-handed form, Chaturbhujam Alaukikam Rupam, which is endowed with conch, disc, club and lotus. So these four which he holds in his hands. So he says, please unmanifest it, upsamhara. So Visvatmaniti Vishwamadhya Ham api asmi tan mama antarmadhya sthitva katham evam adhiram dhyam pravartyashiti. So she is saying that I am also within the universe and you are Vishwatman, so I am also part of you. So then why is that you are giving me this anxiety? Katham evam adhiram dhyam pravartyasi. Why my mind is not stable? Means you are the controller of everything. Tavai vayam dosha iti bhava. So this is your fault. Right? Any problem you have, point to someone else. That's what people do. So they don't spare God also. All the problems are created by Him. Otherwise, why there is a problem? If He is Vishwatman and still there is a problem, so He must be the cause of it. And He is called the Sarva Karana Karanam, cause of all causes. So it is not that we are problem, He is the problem, creator. He is not only the creator but also problem creator. So this is what she is saying. So this is what everybody does. Now in India everybody is blaming Modi. He is the cause of all troubles. So laukikam laukikanar balakakaro bhavayatha jhatiti tvamaham kwapi gopayani iti bhava. So this form is alaukika. So you please close this and become laukika balaka. Like normal human being, you are super normal. So you become normal, then I will hide you somewhere. I cannot hide this four-handed form because this is too much visible. Everyone will recognize this. So then there is nothing much in this verse. Vishwam yadetat svatano nishante yathavakasham purushah paro bhavan bibharti soyam mama garbha gobhu aho nilokasya vidambanam hitat. So in this verse she gives the reason why he should do that. So he says that Vishwam yadetat svatano nishante yathavakasham, that this whole universe, it goes into your body at the end of the creation, and you are the Supreme Person. So people will say that what kind of joke is this, that one who contains the whole universe in himself is born from my womb. Soyamam garbhago bhudaho nilokasya vidambanam hitat. So vidambanam here means like, what do you call it? Making fun? Ridiculing. So they will ridicule me, the people in general, that what kind of son you have. So, because if some abnormal child is born, then there will be crowd to see that. Some people will worship, some will criticize. They will say that she is just making it up. It's not like this. So therefore I am asking you to disclose this form and just come in normal human child. So there is a lengthy commentary of Vishwanath Chakravarti on this sloka. Nanu kim iti upsanghartavyam. So if Krishna asks, why shall I disclose this form? Maya parmeshwarena putrena tav mahato pratisthai astu iti chet. Pratisthai astu iti chet. So he says that I am Parmeshwara and I am your son, so you will get a big name. People will praise you that you are the mother of Parmeshwara. So what is the problem? So she says, Naham pratistham ashase, that I am not looking for pratishtha, I am not looking for name and fame. And therefore she speaks the present verse. Nishante mandire nishant vastya sadana bhavana agar mandiram iti amara. So the word nishante, although generally it would mean the end of night, but nishanta also means house, according to Amar Ghosh. So that's how he takes it, that nishanta here means house, and swatano nishante means the house in the form of my body or your body, that this whole universe, Vishwam yadetat swatano nishante. So one meaning of nishanta is that the end of this creation goes into your body, but generally it is end of Brahma's life, so he is taking the meaning of nishanta as mandir. Swatano nishanta means that your body, which is like a house to keep this whole universe inside. So yathavkasham finds place there, and you are that Parampurusha. So swatanu mandire yathavkasham ashankochata, so without any problem it goes inside. Nirlokasya manushya mam vidambanam eva tadidam. And the people in general, they will ridicule me, that how is this possible that the whole universe goes into his body and then he is taking birth from your body. So I mudhe koti brahmanda vigraho bhagavan stav manushputriya garbham sthito abhutiti vaktum abhimantum api kimna lajjase. So they will say that, oh foolish lady, Bhagavan, who contains millions of Brahmandas in his body, how is that he has taken birth from you, who is just daughter of a human being? So don't you feel ashamed to say like that? Don't you are so proud, vaktum abhimantum api kim na lajjase, that to even think like this, don't you feel proud? Iti prativeshinyo mam upahashishyanti. So my neighbors, padosi log, they will make fun of me. Pratyut apratishthaya mam syaditi bhava. So the meaning is that instead of getting pratishtha, some praise or high position, people will just make fun of me. Nanu param brahma bhute भगवता साक्षात परोक्ष अनुभविनो देवकी वसुदेवी और किमिदम घटमानम आविद्यकम भय शोकादिकम. So now he raises a question that how is that Devaki and Vasudev, who are having direct experience of Parabrahma, that is Sri Krishna himself. So generally one would think that one who has darshan of Bhagwan becomes free from all ignorance, avidya. Right? So how is that they are standing in front of Krishna and still having this kind of feelings or thoughts, fear, anxiety, or worried about what the neighbors or other people will speak? So he says that Ghatmanam avidyakam bhaya shokadikam. So the fear, lamentation, grief, all this which are products of avidya. Avidyakam means avidya jatam. So how is that they have this when Krishna is directly standing in front of them? See the question. So he answers it maivam, that actually that's not the case. Why is that? Vidya avidyabhyam bahirangabhyam parabhuta khalu ya antaranga swarup bhuta chit shakti tasyapi sarvritti rupo ya prema tadvilas bhutameva idam bhaya shokadika. So Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that this bhaya and shoka, they are not product of vidya and avidya, material vidya, material avidya, because there is also material knowledge and material ignorance. So these are not product of that, because this is all bahiranga shakti. But beyond that there is antaranga shakti. Parabhuta khalu ya antaranga, which is swarup bhuta chit shakti, which is the swarup shakti or chit shakti of Bhagavan. And the essence of that antaranga shakti is the prema. So this shoka, this bhaya which they are having, the fear or anxiety, this is an outcome of that prema. So just as here in the material world, out of attachment, people manifest emotions, like Arjuna was manifesting. He was having shoka, right? He was in grief. So that grief was not because of prema, but because of material attachment. So similarly, there is also emotion or emotions because of prema. So what you see in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, all the various types of vyabhichari bhavas, there are various emotions which manifest. Similarly, you can also see in Sahitya Darpan, in material relations, exactly the same, 33. So therefore he says that it is prema tad vilas bhutam eva idam, that this is an outcome of prema, अविद्यकत्व प्रवाद पात्री भवितुम नैवर्हति. So therefore Vasudeva and Devaki, they cannot be subjected to avidya, material ignorance. Premno mayati tatve kim pramanam iti chet. So how do you say that prema is beyond maya? So nayatra maya kumata hare pare. So there is no maya there in the spiritual world. Na tatra rajas tamas tayor nishram sattvam na cha kala vikrama kimuta apare hare. So surar chita. So in the Vaikuntha planet it is described that there is no sattva, there is no rajas, there is no tamas or any mixture of those things, nor kala vikrama, there is no influence of time, and there is no maya. So therefore the devotees themselves are beyond the influence of maya, what to speak of Bhagavan. So these are also devotees because Krishna is manifest to them. So therefore they are not having shoka, moha, bhaya out of maya. So premna, what is the proof that prema is beyond maya? Says Bhagavataha prem vashyatvan anyathanupattireva. So he does not give shabda pramana, but he gives arthapatti pramana. So Pino Devadatta. Devadatta is always fat. He will never lose weight because he eats at night. So the pramana here is anyathanupatti, that prema is controlling Bhagavan himself. So if prema is controlling Bhagavan, then prema cannot be material. That is the anyathanupatti. Because Bhagavan is beyond the control of maya. Maya duratya, it is his maya. So we already read Devaki Devi himself said that yadrichadya, that one who has taken the shelter of his feet, tvat padabja prapya shete mrityu asmadapaiti. Right? So the death runs away, one becomes free from all fear, etc. So if such a person is controlled by prema, then that prema cannot be material. And therefore the bhavas which are manifest out of prema cannot be material. That is the meaning. So maya mayatve tasya maya vashyatvam apadyeta iti. So what is the point in saying that Krishna is controlled by their prema? So the point is that if prema was maya, if this prema was material, if it was a product of maya, if it was a vikar of maya, mayat pratyaya vikara artha, so then it would not be able to control Bhagavan because nothing material can control him. So therefore it has to be beyond material. That is the anyathanupatti pramana. Kincha atra cha anyatra cha vyutpatti artham idam abhyasyate. And then here as well as elsewhere it is also repeatedly stated. Abhyasyate means repeatedly it has been stated like that bhakti is what controls him. So bhaktya mam abhijanati yavaniyascha tatvata tato mam tattato gyatva vishrute tadanantaram. This is Bhagavad Gita, that one knows me only through bhakti as I am, and bhaktya aham ekya grahya, and understood only through bhakti. So material avidya, does not have the power to reveal him. He is revealed only in Vishuddha Sattva. Sattvam Vishuddham Vasudev Sabditam Yatra Pumaniyate Apavrita. So apavrita means uncovered. He is uncovered only in Vishuddha Sattva. So therefore, if bhakti is revealing him, then bhakti cannot be material. Sacha iti bhagavaduktasya swarupam bhaktya eva gamyam iti avasiyate. So these are both statements of Sri Krishna himself, and from this it is understood that bhakti is what reveals him. Sacha bhakti is trividha. This bhakti is of three types. There are different ways of dividing bhakti. Here makes three divisions: Guni Bhuta, Pradhani Bhuta, Kevalacha. So first one is Guni Bhuta, means Gauni, which means secondary, which means it is assisting jnana. So people do bhakti to attain Brahman, right? Mam cha avyabhicharane bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samtityatan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. So there bhakti is Guni Bhuta bhakti, that bhakti which is being described there, 14th chapter of Gita, Mam cha avyabhicharane bhakti yogena, that is Guni Bhuta bhakti. That is not Pradhana or Kevala. So it is bhakti which is assisting jnana to give the outcome of jnana, because without the grace of bhakti one cannot attain the result of jnana. So this is called Guni Bhuta, where it is secondary, not primary. So tasam cha kramena jnanam jnanmayi riti prema cha iti phalani. So these are the three outcomes of this. The outcome of first Guni Bhuta bhakti is Gyan. So this is Brahma Gyan. And Gyanmayi, Pradhani Bhuta bhakti, that will be bhakti. The outcome will be bhakti, but it will be Gyanmayi bhakti, means Aishwarya bhakti. And then the third one, which is Kevala bhakti, which is not mixed with anything. So that is resulting in prema. Tatra jnanena kevalam chit sukhaikmayam brahma swarupam eva. So the first one, this jnana which he said here, this will give you only Brahma Swarup, the knowledge, Brahman realization, which is Chit Sukhaikmaya, which is conscious Ananda, Satyam Jnanam, Anantam, Ananda Brahma Vijaniyat. And Jnanmaya Ratyat Chidashwaryam eva Bhagavad Swarupam eva. And the second one, which is Jnanmayi Bhakti, so this will reveal the form of Bhagavan, which is Chid Ashwaryamaya. He is conscious form, but Ashwarya, as Ishvara, as controller, as Devaki Devi was praying, right? So that is Ashwaryamaya. The third is Premna. Premna to Madhuryamayam Krishnam. And then the prema is where Krishna, Bhagavan is manifest as Madhurya. Madhurya means pure human being, no forehand. Which forehand is not human.
So this is how the gopis pray.
Why only gopis? Yashoda also have Baal Brajvasis. So Ramadi Swarupam eva asvadate, like Krishna Ram. So they are Madhurya. Swarupasya vastuta ekye api asvadan bheda ati desha. So although in Swarupa, in the essence they are all one, whether it is 400, 200, Narayana, right? So Siddhantastastva bhedepi Krishna Shri Swarupayo Rasena Utkrishyate Krishna Rasamesa Rasasthiti Rupamesa Rasasthiti. So although by Siddhanta, in conclusion, there is no difference between Narayana and Krishna, but the difference comes by rasa. So therefore that's what he's saying, that Swarupasya vastuta akyapi. So by Swarupa they are one, there is no difference, but the difference is only out of Ashwadan. So the way the devotees who relate with the Madhurya form, the way they relish the relationship is different than the way they are related. So you can see that distinction. So that is the difference. That is the meaning of Rasena Utkrishyate Krishna. Rasa also means Aswadan. So the difference is in relish, the both sides. Krishna also relishes it more, devotees also relish it more. Because there is no sambhrama. There is no that anxiety of him being so great, that he is Bhagwan, he is so great, we should not make some mistake. So this intimacy does not come because of that. And relish comes only through intimacy. Right? If there is a fragrant flower, so more you come close to it, more you can smell it. More you go away from it, less smell will come from it. Right? Its fragrance is according to your location. If it is right next to your nose, then you will get more. So intimacy. So like that, when there is a distance between Krishna and devotee because of Aishwarya, Aishwarya creates distance. So then you don't relish it that much as you relish when there is Madhurya. Madhurya means intimacy, and that's why it is called Madhurya. So which means Nararupa. So that it is because of this reason that the difference is described. So those who do not understand this distinction, then they think, why are you saying that Krishna is superior to Narayana or Krishna is superior to Rama? Because they don't understand the distinction of rasa. So they are also right from their point of view. Tacha madhurya sriya vigraha nishta rupadi panchakasya bhaktvatsalyasya leelayascha iti saptavidham. So this sweetness, he says, is of 7 types. So 5 are related to his vigraha, his form, roop, ras, gandh, sparsh. Right? So this is his vigraha, sweetness of his vigraha, through the eyes, through the ears, through the nose, skin, tongue. And then Bhakta Vatsalya, number 6, his affection for his devotees, and Leela, his pastimes. So these are the 7 types of sweetnesses. Vrajasthasya tasya tu Venu Aishwaryor Adhikyat Navvidham. And then Krishna, who is in Vraja, he has two more besides this. So one of them is his Venu and his Aishwarya. Aishwarya, this is different type of Aishwarya. So yaduktam, as it is said, Chaturdha Madhuritasya Vraja eva virajate Aishwarya Kridiya Venus Tatha Shri Vigrahasya. So this is in Laghu Bhagavatam, that 4 types of Madhuri. It's found only in Vraja. His Aishwarya, his Krida, play, Venu, flute, his form. So prema cha dasya sakhya vatsalya ujjvala bheda chaturvida. So now first he said that bhakti is of 3 types, and then the third one gives prema, and now this prema he says is of 4 types: dasya, sakhya, vatsalya and ujjvala. Teshu api madhye vatsalya prema स्वस्वभाव महिम्न एव कृष्णम अनुकंप्यत्वेन ममत्व अतिशय विषयीकृत्य स्पष्टम ऐश्वर्यं स्वयं अनुभूयमानत्वं प्राप्तमपि तथा आच्छादयति यथा तन्ममता रसनया निबद्धो वशीभूय स कृष्णः स्वमाधुर्यम् अपारम् अन्य अनास्वाद्यं वात्सल्य प्रेम वज्जनम् आस्वादयति. Long sentence. So among these, he is primarily speaking about Vatsalya because that is the context here. He is not talking about the other 3. So among these 4, the Vatsalya Prema, by the very glory of its nature, the nature of Vatsalya Prema, what is this? Krishnam Anukampyatvena. That it makes the parents to feel that Krishna needs their anukampa, their grace, their blessings, their help, their care. So it makes them think that Krishna is dependent on us. So this is the swabhav of Vatsalya Prema. So mamatva atishaya vishayikritya. So because of intense mamatva or feeling that he is my child, he is my son, making Krishna as the subject of this mamatva, spashtam api aishwaryam swayam anubhuyamanatvam praptam api tatha achadeti. That when one directly experiences the Aishwarya, still this prema covers it. Means the Aishwarya is manifest right in front of the eyes. But the prema is so powerful, mamatva atishaya, that it covers that Aishwarya. So Krishna was standing and she could not tie him with the ropes. So Krishna manifested his vibhutva, the Aishwarya in the form of vibhutva, all pervasiveness. But Yashoda could not see this, that this boy is actually not just a little boy standing here. This is how the prema was covering it. So there was a tussle between prema and Aishwarya. They were wrestling. Krishna was manifesting his Aishwarya and Yashoda was manifesting his prema. So there was a match going on. So Krishna kept on manifesting his Aishwarya and Yashoda kept on bringing the ropes. Right? So then finally Aishwarya got defeated. Right? Drishtva parishramam Krishna kripya asit svabandhan. So finally Aishwarya, he fell down. And then Krishna was bound. So this is what he's saying. So here, in the case of Devaki, Aishwarya is manifest, Prema is there, but the Aishwarya defeats Prema. So therefore, she has to say this, please don't manifest this 400 form. There in Vrindavan, he could not dare to do this. If he would have done it, Prema would have come and kicked him immediately. So Aishwarya was so afraid of getting beaten up that Krishna never dared to make 4 hands in front of Yashoda. It was not possible for him to do that. Otherwise he could have said, don't worry, I'm here, what if I have eaten clay, I'm God, I can do anything. What is there if I break this one pot, I'm Ishvara, I can make 2000 pots for you, what do you want? He could not do that. He was fearing, he was terrified and running away. Actually he was in fear. So this is the Prema. The Aishwarya disappeared. So somehow he gathered little courage when he was caught. Then Aishwarya gathered little courage to protect Krishna. So then Prema said, oh, you're back again? So he started slapping him. So then he ran away again. Then Krishna is standing there bound, crying. All his collyrium is flowing down. So this is what Kunti Devi was saying in the prayers to Krishna when he was leaving. That Tad mohati mamdhi, that my mind is bewildered when I think of that scene. So Vishwanath Chakravarti say that she must be present that day in Vraja. That bhiya swam bibheti, that the fear, which means the death personified, fears you and you are fearing Yashoda. This is very bewildering. So Krishna, from this what it comes is that Krishna was actually in fear of getting beaten up because his Aishwarya got smashed. Now without Aishwarya, he's just an ordinary human being. So Yashoda is Braj Gopi, she is eating a lot of butter, strong if she gives one slap. Braj ladies are powerful. So he was actually terrified of her. So this is what he is saying. That therefore yatha tan mamta rasnaya nibaddho. So what is that which bound Krishna? Was not the ordinary rope, but mamata rasna. It was the rope of prema. So that is the rope which bound him. Mamata rasna nibaddha vasibhuya, and came under her control. Sa Krishnaha swamadhuryam aparam ananya aswadya. Vatsalya premvat janam ashvadeti. So Sri Krishna makes his devotees who have Vatsalya prema taste this beauty, his own sweetness, which is aparam, which is unlimited and cannot be tasted by anyone else. Anya anashvadyam. So no one else can taste this, including Devaki. So even Devaki Devi cannot taste this madhurya.
I just want to know, what is the difference between the Aishwarya here and the Aishwarya in Dwarka?
No, the difference is that there is no difference. Aishwarya there is more than here.
It's the same.
Well, Krishna, no, it is more the type of Aishwarya which he manifested there, lifting Govardhan. He did not do anything like this here. Or killing the Asuras without anything, without any weapon, nothing. So Aishwarya is there, but this Aishwarya becomes defeated by the power of their prema. Here the prema is not that strong, so Aishwarya is not subdued. So that's what the distinction he is trying to make. So therefore here she has to pray to him to not show this form. And there Krishna showed his universal, the whole universe in his mouth. Right? Yashoda did not think that this is Krishna. She said, Kim swapna ut deva maya. Kim va batiyo mad maya moha, something like that. So he says, am I dreaming? Or is it some moha of maya? She did not think this is my Krishna. So why that she could not think when she is seeing? This is what he was saying, that even when they see it directly, swayam anubhuya manatvam api, spashtam api, ashwaryam, swayam anubhuya manatvam api. Clearly this was an Aishwarya, what Krishna manifested in his mouth. And Yashoda is seeing it. And she is saying, Kim swapnot, Kim api deva maya, Kim va madiyo buddhi moha. So he says, am I dreaming? Or is it Dev Maya? She did not say this is Krishna's Aishwarya. So this is what he is trying to show here. The power of their mamatva. So that's why he said that the distinction was in the Ashwadan. Swarupasya vastuta akya api Ashwadan bhedad Bheda ati desha. So this kind of Ashwadan is not available to Devaki Devi, which is available to Yashoda. Although he is same Krishna, but it's not available. So he says, Vatsalya prem vat janam ashwadayati. Anya anashwadyam api, which is not relished by anyone else. Yes.
Let me make a small question that for any prema to manifest, feeling of mamatva is prerequisite, like we did in the Singhatha, that mamatva has to be present in all type of things. Generally, experience here is that when there is mamatva, then there is a complete absorption of the mind. So how does that mamatva of Devaki is also there, and mamatva of Yashoda is also there, but then how this distinction is coming subsequently?
No, the distinction is of the intensity. It's like you have a cup of milk, you put 1 spoon of sugar, so there is sweetness in that. You will say this is sweet milk. You put 1 more spoon, it will be more sweet. So mamatva is there, but the intensity is different. That he is talking about the intensity of the Vatsalya prema is there in Devaki Devi also, but it is not as intense as in case of Yashoda. So that's why he's made 3 divisions. That Guni Bhuta, Pradhani Bhuta and Kevalacha. So Kevala means that there is no mixture of Aishwarya here. It is absolutely pure Mamatva, means most intense. The other one is not as intense because it is mixed with Aishwarya. So that's the point.
But that Mamatva, there is also that my son is the Supreme Personality of Supreme Godhead.
Yeah.
So that kind of Mamatva.
Yeah, so that Mamatva, that does not bring then intimacy, because if he is God, then I am the devotee, he is great, I am small. But Vatsalya is the other way around. Parents don't think that they are smaller than the child. Right? You don't think that you are less than your son. Your son may be more smart than you, may have a better position, but still you think he is my son. He's not bigger than you. But if he is God, then yeah, he is my son, but he is God. So that is what spoils the scene.
Babaji, what is Janam in Janam Aswadayati?
Jana means people, devotee.
So he means the Jana that have Vatsalya predominant.
Yeah, Vatsalya Prema Vat Janam.
Oh, I see.
As an adjective, Vatsalya Prema Vat Janam Ashwadayati. Not ordinary Janam, but Vatsalya Prema Vat. Okay, anything?
What's the reason for when you say prema is four type and he is not including Santa, because there is no Aswadan in Santa, or there is exchange or
There is no. Well, generally, prema means that you have an exchange, you do service, right?
Yes.
But in Shanta, there is nothing like that. That's why it is called Shanta. It has no waves. When you do service, there is some wave, right? Some anxiety, you have to do this, to do that. Some sambhrama, sambram sevyamanam, govindam adi purusham. So Shanta people don't have that sambhrama. So that's why he's not including that. Because they don't want to relate directly with Ishvara, they are happy. Samomanishtata. They have nishtha, and that is their main characteristic, which is the basis of all other fours also, 4 types of prema. That is the basic ground. Anything else?
Babaji, yes. So how shall we conceive of Aishwarya and Madhurya? When we speak of one defeating the other, is this metaphorical, or are they Shaktis like, are they personalities like Krishna Shakti?
So what do you mean by metaphorical? They are not
What do you mean that it's not literal that one defeats, it's just a way of saying?
Yeah, but still they are Shakti or not?
So there are personalities like they
On
are.
that personality, I am just trying to explain it like that. But still they are Shakti.
But aren't all Shaktis personified?
Yeah, but there is no battle going on like that. That is just for understanding.
But they are eternal personalities.
Yes.
Okay.
So anything else? Okay, we'll stop here.